Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day. But now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity.
Okay. I don't know what the towel thing is supposed to do. I didn't do it, but I don't know what that's supposed to do. Should get that checked out. We should get what checked out. Hey, United. Also, hello, Bass. I did see that was you that said that. It's the light here in my room that's bothering me so much. That and partially my computer screen. Nightlight, here we go. I don't know if that affects anything on this channel stream. I don't think it does. It's so weird how my computer screen bothers me a little bit, but my phone screen is absolutely fine for me. I don't understand what. Alright, I think my sensitivity is going. I think the sensitivity is going down now. Okay. Alright. Today we have reading. We will be reading 2 articles. Thank you for your enthusiasm. We're reading 2 articles. What quite the stream, huh? Quite the stream to have this problem. But yeah. We will be reading through SCP-4255 and RPC-248. So let's get into it. Go into the full screen. Also, if you did not see the post from earlier, the teardown stream on Tuesday is going to be a talking stream. So I will be in the game, but I will also be talking to you guys, and we will be I will read The Night Before Christmas SCP edition, and I will potentially do a an unarchived karaoke. Alright, anyways. Let me get this thing open here. Where is it? There it is. Okay, chat, here we go. The first article of the stream. The first article we have going here is SCP-4255, Santa Claus the Time Traveler. Alright. Will I be able to read this part? There's a thing down here. I could try. Item number SCP-4255. Why did I say 7? SCP-4255. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the widespread knowledge of the base anomalous properties of SCP-4255, it has been given the secondary classification of a cracked veil uncontained anomaly. In order to suppress further information of SCP-4255, Procedure UL-02 has been created. Procedure UL-02 occurs as follows. Annually, on 12 p.m. UTC, November 22nd, memetic agents are to be implemented into all forms of media, including television programs, new works of literature, Foundation front accounts on social media websites, and various forms of performing and visual arts. These memetic agents are designed to implant false memories into parents or guardians of any children who celebrate the holiday Christmas. These memories include the purchasing of gifts that will be given to their children by SCP-4255 on December 25th, and the placing of said gifts on that night by SCP-4255. Any individuals which have been unaffected by the memetic treatment described above are to be located and manually treated. Manually treated. So it was 300 subscribers. Yep. Starting on 8 p.m. UTC, December 25th, 2 unarmed military aircrafts are to locate, track, and follow all temporal versions of SCP-4255 and make note of any noticeable changes in behavior from SCP-4255. Lethal force is not permitted when interacting with SCP-4255. When all versions of SCP-4255 have vanished, all Foundation interference is to cease. After 12 o'clock UTC, December 25th, social media to be tracked for any images or accounts with SCP-4255 and images or conspiracy theories centered around Procedure UL-02. Any offending pieces of information are to be labeled as hoax or erased, with the publishers being treated to Class A amnestics. In extreme cases, all viewers of any information described above are to be treated with Class A amnestics. with all social media being cleansed of any information of SCP-4255 or Procedure Yule 02 that these cases could spawn. Am I the only one who was very confused with how that was all worded? Okay. Efforts to partake in a secondary interview with SCP to be attempted and to possess valuable information on controllable temporal anomalies. Okay, that's no longer needed. Description. SCP-4255 is a humanoid male with an aged appearance, approximately 1.4 meters in height and 150 kilograms in weight. SCP-4255 appears to be in his 60s to 70s. However, reports of SCP-4255 manifestations have dated back to 400 AD. SCP-4255 possesses an appearance similar to the traditional attire of the character Santa Claus, along with the red and gold ornate sleigh that this character is known to present in, designated SCP-4255-1. SCP-4255-1 is capable of flight via unknown means and is able to travel at speeds of approximately 100 kilometers per hour, with SCP-4255 remaining inside SCP-4255-1 during flight, even when scientifically impossible. SCP-4255-1 is drawn by 8 cervid animals resembling reindeer, okay? Reindeer. Caribou or reindeer, whatever. Although, hold on, give me a moment, chat. I need to erase this again, because I can barely see this stuff. Okay, here we go. Although, infrared scans show that these do not possess any heat signatures, and it is currently unknown if these are living organisms. SCP-4255 manifestations periodically occur at 8 p.m. UTC December 24th each year, during which SCP-4255 will appear somewhere approximately 1 kilometer in the air above Earth's surface in SCP-4255-1. SCP-4255 and or SCP-4255-1 appear to possess the ability to generate small-scale temporal anomalies. During its appearances, as many as 294 versions of SCP-4255 are present on across the globe at once, with many versions possessing visual differences that have not yet occurred to SCP-4255 from a linear standpoint. SCP-4255 manifestations always follow a similar pattern of events after its initial appearance. SCP-4255 will land on the roof or near a household of individuals that celebrate the holiday Christmas, regardless of religious background, and will use its temporal abilities to enter the household. SCP-4255 will then produce a multitude of wrapped gifts and toys, with a number of gifts given varying from child to child. It is also of note that SCP-4255 has a significant understanding of the likes and dislikes of each child on Earth, with presents given having an 82.56% accuracy rate compared to what the children would like to have received for a gift at that time. All recorded gifts have been non-anomalous, with SCP-4255 actively avoiding the giving of gifts a child wants if it could be classified as anomalous. SCP-4255 will repeat this pattern until all children who celebrate Christmas on the planet have received at least one gift from it. attempts to approach SCP-4255 or SCP-4255-1 in an effort to capture either anomaly on the ground or in the sky have resulted in failure, with SCP-4255 using its temporal abilities to evade capture. Addendum 4255-1. Before an SCP-4255 manifestation on the year 2018, several houses of Foundation personnel were equipped with audio transmission devices, which was then used to make an official direct contact with SCP-4255 for the first time on record. I forgot that this is actually... I forgot these are supposed to be off during this. Jeez, it's so bright. Interviewed. Okay, let's just get into it. Hello? Can you hear me? Who is this? This is researcher... Oh, Charlotte. Oh, okay. This is researcher... Can I read? This is researcher Charlotte Mayer. I think that's how you pronounce it. I come from an organization which... The SCP Foundation? They told me I'd run into you guys today. Around... Oh my gosh, I can barely read this stuff. That's better. Aren't you the people always trailing in those jets? Those things are getting loud up close, you know. The SCP Foundation, yes, so what do you mean by they? Well, it's probably going to mess up time and cause some butterfly effect shit, but they told me to tell you guys this for some reason. Well, they're called the U.S. Department of Chronology. Okay. Pretty stupid name if you ask me. Chronology sounds like like the most sci-fi-ish thing ever. What year is it right now? I want to make sure I don't say anything too major. 2018. Oh, okay. Well, they said there's some government branch that keeps check over time travel and stuff, and well, they sort of forced me to do this. I like to go find stuff from the past and, well, take it. I had one of Hitler's paintings before, a block from those pyramids that were in Africa, you know, stuff like that. I'm afraid I don't quite follow. What does this have to do with you being... well, being... I'm getting to that. Just give me a sec. So one day, some government cronies came and took me away. Thought I was being careful, I did. But I guess not careful enough? Probably. I started sounding like someone else. Okay. Probably not careful enough. Probably have some way to detect time travel. Anyway, they told me I had to do this. Looked like I got off easy. But this got boring after a while. Been doing this for like 2.5 years. One Christmas every day. I see. So, do you have a real name then? Stan Klein. I haven't been born yet. That's always a weird thing to say. You probably know me as Santa Claus or something like that. Oh, you tell a kid your name in the 5th century and the half-deaf little tells everyone your name is, and I'm mocking them, Santa Claus. I hope some crazy government shoots me out of the sky so I can get this stuff over with. If you're a time traveler, then when are you from? 2099. Huh. Well then, how do we have such a good understanding of each child's wants? Wait, what? How do you have such a good understanding of each child's wants for the holiday? Is this some sort of future technology? Not sure I can tell you that. I've caused enough paradoxes with this one interview already. Wait a second. Are you guys going to put this in a document or something? Yes, this will be logged and... Oh shit, that's all. That's how they knew. They read this dang log. Excuse me? I didn't say anything else. SCP-4255 uses a temporal anomaly to vacate the area in SCP-4255-1. End log. Closing statement. SCP-4255 refused all efforts to cooperate with questioning after the events of this interview, and instead yelled obscenities at interviewers when attempts to question were made. No records of Stan Klein matching SCP-4255's description have been found. Now let's close this up because this is ridiculously bright. Okay. Addendum 4255-2. On September 4th, 2097, the Foundation Department of Chronology was formed after the discovery of replicable, controllable, travel, non-linear through time was discovered. After parallels between SCP-4255's described host organization and the newly formed department were made, Stan Klein, a man matching the physical, psychical description of SCP, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say physical description of SCP-4255, was tracked and placed into Foundation custody. It was later found that Klein had access to a temporal anomaly allowing him to travel through time non-linearly. To avoid possible CK-class reality reconfiguration scenario or a PT-class paradoxical time breakdown scenario, the Foundation is to give Klein the full capabilities to perform the actions of SCP-4255, along with recorded appearance of SCP-4255. A large sleigh built to the specifications of SCP-4255-1 was created using several anomalies, making it capable of controllable flight, along with the sleigh and Klein being equipped with the devices designed to create small-scale temporal anomalies. 8 heat-resistant models resembling the now extinct reindeer were attached to the front of the sleigh in a manner that suggests they are pulling the craft behind them. Gifts given are to be produced by the BTKAI, or the Beta Temporal Knowledge Artificial Intelligence Unit, an AI created by the Foundation that uses time anomalies to know all information from across linear time frame, while the BTK unit currently only knows information up to 20 redacted. This number is known to change at a rate that will be constant enough for Klein to fulfill his duties. All other information into KAI unit is classified. It is currently unknown when he's going to finish his duties. Klein will finish his role as SCP-4255 on the Christmas of the year 21 redacted. Okay, well that was interesting to read. Okay, and that concludes document SCP-4255, Santa Claus the Time Traveler. Now we can move on to our much longer article. Yes, longer. This is document RPC-248, also known as He's Mr. Red Christmas. Let's get into it. Registered Phenomena Code 248. Object Class Gamma Purple. Hazard Types: Extra Dimensional Hazard, Grouped Hazard, Extreme Temperature Hazard. And Extreme Temperature, okay. Containment Protocols. A perimeter fence has been established around the area of Green. Welcome back. A perimeter fence has been established around the area of Greenland within which RPC-248 resides. Anomalous entities and/or constructs created by RPC-248 are visible from satellites and are to be digitally removed if identified. As diplomatic efforts between the Authority and RPC-248 are currently ongoing, a rudimentary ceasefire has been enacted along the perimeter of RPC-248's containment. No anomalous entities or constructs have left the containment area since the diplomatic efforts began, and as such, the efforts are to be artificially prolonged and labeled as a semi-effective containment method. The country of Denmark has been alerted to RPC-248's presence, although simply told it is a virulent effect of climate change. If RPC-248 ever becomes truly hostile to Authority or other personnel, Denmark and the UN and the United Nations Anomalous Activities Committee are to be alerted to the full threat of RPC-248. Children of Nile members / affiliates discovered in Greenland are to be apprehended and interrogated immediately. Hold on, drink some water real quick. Okay. Description. RPC-248 denotes an anomalous entity capable of creating other anomalies through an unknown manner involving cold temperatures. RPC-248 has never been recorded alone and has only been observed while accompanied several of its anomalous creations, specifically A-08, usually within a structure it has constructed. Physically, RPC-248 appears to be a partially non-anomalous humanoid male, with the exception of a semi-mechanical extrusion from its torso. The mechanical extrusion has, on occasion, produced a multitude of biochemical limbs not dissimilar to those of arachnids. These have been used as simple dexterous instruments by RPC-248, though could not doubt be used as defensive weapons should the occasion arise. RPC-248's apparent preference for long and flowing robe-like clothing has made direct observation of the rest of the entity's bodily structure or anatomy difficult. The entity is believed to be capable of partially altering its own facial features at will, as it currently bears a striking resemblance to the deceased British singer-songwriter David Bowie. RPC-248 has shown great admiration for Bowie during an interview, assumedly causing this choice in appearance. Hey, Jamers, what's up? Guess who's back? What's up, Techie? Oh, wait. Oh, right, okay. All constructs. Not a lot. How'd your stream go? I did see you were streaming earlier. All constructs and entities created by RPC-248 share common defining traits, the most notable of which being uniform red coloration. All constructs, such as buildings, are seemingly constructed from sheets of ice, structurally similar to glacial ice, though demonstrates an anomalously high melting point, though only one of these buildings has been explored. See addendum. The exterior architecture is notably similar to the works of Antoni Gaudi, a Catalan architect. This, combined with RPC-248's physical appearance, has led some researchers to believe RPC-248 is simply imitating talented artists which it has discovered. RPC-248 discovered either of these men is currently unknown. Great, that's good. The highest viewership I've ever had. What's your highest? Hey, Nixon. How high did it get? RPC-248 asserts that it is the ruler of its own independent micronation and is willing to negotiate. 16. Oh, nice. That's pretty. That's fairly good. 16. Nice. RPC-248 asserts that it is the ruler of its own independent micronation and is willing to negotiate with the other state actors to a degree. Prior to communication with authority personnel, there had been recorded instances discovered by the internet, of entities under the control of RPC-248 operating alongside two specific groups of interest: the Children of Nile and an American naval vessel under the technical authority of the United Nations Anomalous Activities Committee. An investigation effort was launched in mid-2002 as to what RPC-248's involvement with the Americans and subsequently UNAC actually was, which resulted in the interview with Thomas Ridge, acting Secretary of Homeland Security at the time. Look up SCP-000. I already know about that. Oh, no, wait. No, I don't. No, wait. I think I do. It's just like some random page. There is no SCP-000. With an additional 4 souls collected. Interesting. Thomas Ridge and Agent Del Williamson. Is Del Williamson supposed to be female? I'm gonna assume. SCP-999 is a W. Agreed. Forward. Interview was conducted in authority-owned apartment complex in Las Vegas. The two sit, Ridge immediately looking uncomfortable. There a problem? No, just an unorthodox place, that's all. It's an unorthodox interview. Sure is. Well, get to it. I've got a meeting in 2 hours. Do anything in Greenland lately? With Denmark? No, I shouldn't think so. Why? So nothing offshore then. You mocking me, kid? No, sir, just carrying out the interview. Well, there's no funny business with Denmark, I'll tell you that much. Nobody said anything about Denmark, sir. Just Greenland. Right. Yeah. Let me guess. You and your hippie group just watch all our boats. Yep. Fuck's sake. That's illegal, you know. Actually, we were asked to specifically by your own government. Not doing anything in Greenland, you hear me? Nothing. Kinda cold up there, don't you think? No. What does that have to do with it? Where'd the boat go, Ridge? It didn't go anywhere. They took it. And that's a matter of state secrecy. Who took it? Those terrorists. Your infinite knowledge should tell you that. Childs of who, what's... Now, how do terrorists steal a U.S. warship in international waters? It was... I think the captain went mad, frankly joined him. Out of curiosity, did you ever see any pictures of it? Yeah, duh. Who do you think I am, some secretary? What color was the water? Well, it was red, now that I think of it. That'll be all, Tom. Closing statement. Further investigation into art... I'm sorry about that. I was just reading everything. 401. We're not doing suggestions. I'm just going off... I'm sorry, Nixon, but we're not doing suggestions. I'm just going off of the articles I've already picked. Closing statement. Further investigation into RPC-248 and the Children of Nile ordered following the interview. The United States government has refused to comment on any of the aforementioned events. Curiously, the United Nations Anomalous Activity Committee has henceforth claimed the event was a hoax and the authority had received faulty intelligence. UNAAC personnel charged with active oversight of the Greenland region have consistently declined the comment of RPC-248 activities, though remain supportive of the authorities' efforts. Yeah, sorry, Nixon. Few anomalous entities created by RPC-248 possess sapience, and most function as semi-independent workers or maintenance units charged with the construction and repair of RPC-248 constructs. Many, if not the majority, of these entities reside within a confined group of anomalous structures not visually dissimilar to a city, though this assumption has not yet been validated. Of these structures, the most notable of which is a large spire-like construct wherein RPC-248 resides. To view a comprehensive list of the numerous anomalous species created by RPC-248, see the following attachments. Cognito warding within, caution is advised. Here we go. Object designation A-01, worker bee. A01 denotes the most common anomalous entity created by RPC-248. Instances are generally located entirely within other anomalous constructs, with a bodily plan reminiscent of a Tunga a parasitic insect found in the subtropical climates, with the exception of two hominid-like arms extruding from the front of their torso. Notably, entities possess a functional body temperature well below 0 degrees Celsius, resulting in various ice formations upon the carapace exterior. They have been viewed hauling various pieces of ice, corpses, and dead plant life to varying locations lacking anything short of a rudimentary communication capability. It is assumed they act based on pheromone cues, my bad. This is only assumed due to their seeming lack of coordination caused by the pheromones reacting poorly in cold temperatures. A02, crawling tree. A02 refers to another group of entities which share A-1's negative body temperature, appearing less frequently than A01. Physically, they appear as a collection of ice crystals, which slope upwards in a cone-like structure. I thought those were trees. They look like trees. It's called crawling trees. Whatever. Which slope up in a cone-like structure. Beneath the crystals are a collection of assumedly thousands of small insectoid-like legs, not eggs, which permit locomotion. Though they lack any visible sensory organs, A02 have been seen moving into strategic positions within specific forest regions, apparently in search of resources which can be harvested by other RPC-248 created entities. A02 are visually similar to mundane pine trees, save for the material of construction. Before negotiations with RPC-248 began, A02 instances had been located inside commercial buildings in Greenland during the month of December. Following the commencement of ceasefire with RPC-248, all A02 entities have returned to the containment area. A03, the fog machines. A03 is an uncommon subspecies which resembles hominids, though constructed from mechanical components and red ice crystals. Heads of A02 or A03 take varying forms, though in all cases are comprised of local animal skulls. Occasionally, though, this is uncommon. Red-hued fog will emit from within the skulls of A03 instances, presumably to hide other anomalous activity. It is unknown where RPC-248 gained knowledge of how to create mechanical humanoids, even partially so. There's so many of these. A04 flying monkeys. A04 designates the most hostile of the entities produced by RPC-248 and one of the most biologically complex by non-anomalous standards. BA04, I think you just meant to put A04, is structurally and visually similar to a range of non-anomalous primates. A04 possesses a rudimentary sentience and has demonstrated a capability for ambush tactics. Notably present are two chitinous extrusions from their backsides, forming enlarged butterfly wings which bear stylized patterns similar to those found on Danaus monarch butterflies. Though non-aerodynamic and structurally unsuited for lift, A04 instances have demonstrated a capability for unassisted flight nonetheless. As such, A04 has been recorded being as soldier units in the interspecies hierarchy, and were the main anomalous entities present for the Children of Nile acquisition of the aforementioned United States/UNAAC naval ship. My gosh, what is that? Okay, A05, Insurgent Snowmen, yeah. A05 is one of the rarest creation. What's up, Hector? A05 is one of the rarest creations of rarest creations of RPC-248, and one of the most dangerous, as the entity is capable of altering its visual appearance and bodily structure to closely mimic those of humans. Their original forms are unknown. A04 have only ever been recorded wearing assorted articles of clothing, selected seemingly at random from their local environment. A05 will attempt to hide in crowds of people or busy public areas and eavesdrop on conversations, though their strange manner of dress and apparently poor understanding of human social cues make them comparatively easy to identify. Possessing anomalously amplified strength and dexterity, all recorded A05 instances have avoided containment simply by fleeing from personnel. Alongside this, on the singular occasion of an instance of the A05 was viewed without clothing, covering an area of quote-unquote skin. The agent viewing it later died of severe unexplained brain trauma. It is unknown if clothing can fully contain this effect, and as such, a warning has been placed on this document. I see. Yeah, that thing is terrifying. Okay. A06, bug truckers. Oh my gosh, okay. Usually found carrying a collection of A01. This species, which resembles an arthropodal creature with a body shape similar to the turretless M1 Abrams main battle tank, acts as a freight hauling device. No pictures have been taken of this species, as they were usually hostile before the containment perimeter was enacted. Their carapace, like other species, is host to a numerous red-hued ice crystals, with the exception of two crab-like eye stalks found towards the front of their quote-unquote shell. A07, Magic Spectacles. A07 are a group of mechanical constructs around the size of the average human head. Physically, they appear as pairs of generic polarized sunglasses from a variety of brands, with the anomalous capability of flight. These are usually recorded floating above other working entities. Are regularly observed moving between structures within RPC-248's containment area. They are assumed to provide RPC-248 with some form of surveillance capabilities and are susceptible to the same red ice incrustation as all other created entities. Finally, A08, the Imperial Felines. A08 are a species of humanoid felines, averaging 1.3 meters in height, which accompany RPC-248 during in-person negotiations. The entities wear red robes similar in cut and make to those worn by RPC-248, and appear to be armed with modern firearms of unknown make and design. RPC-248 has never commented on their out-of-place nature, nor have any instances of A08 ever done. Nor have any instances of A08 ever done anything but guard RPC-248. Finally, okay. Oh, we haven't even done these yet. Jeez. Okay. Here we go. Following the truce and subsequent containment of RPC-248, a diplomatic effort has been ongoing between it and Project Lead Dr. Harrison. Harrison was initially charged with establishing cordial and friendly relations with RPC-248, an effort which has proven successful. This personal interaction is generally attributed as one of the main reasons RPC-248 has been so cooperative in containment efforts. Following initial contact with RPC-248 by the Authority, the entity constructed a large platform suitable for use as a helicopter landing pad on one of its ice constructs. Though this has made physical interviews much easier, the reasoning behind the creation of the structure has been withheld, leading some researchers to believe RPC-248 may have other motives to its diplomacy. The logs of prior diplomatic sessions may be found below, though accessible only to those with level 3 clearance. That's fine, I got level 4. Okay. Interview RPC-248. This is Dr. Harrison. Oh, jeez. It has not been entirely planned. The beginning portion was not fully recorded. You turned it on now? Yes, I did. Good. I was worried we'd have to do it all over again. I'm reading off a clipboard, I hope you know. And it makes it terribly boring, hun. Mm-hmm. So, you claim to be the leader of your own micronation, yes? Well, that's rude. It wasn't always so small. Care to elaborate on that? Nope. RPC-248 grins suspiciously. Auspiciously, my bad. Someone tells me that that's a typo. Suspiciously. Indicating a joke. This isn't a video, I hope you know. It's not. I was going to smile for the camera. Anyways, assuming you are the leader, what involvement did you have with the Sun Boys? The Children of Nile, yes. Well, they like floods. I, by extension, like water. We got along just well. And you're aware that in accepting containment, you'd cease activity with them? Sadly, but you're a much more interesting group. How so? Well, I've never seen anybody who wanted to put everything in boxes this vehemently. I beg your pardon. Like the dedication, short stack. Oh, is Dr. Harrison female? I do not know. RPC-248 is talking to Dr. Harrison like it's a female. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm the only one catching on to that. I'm 6 foot, okay. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm 6 foot, okay. Carrying on. Do ya? Are you aware that you're not legally recognized as a sovereign nation? Well, you never gave me much of a chance. That's intentional. Your less experienced friends definitely thought otherwise, though. Again, elaborate. Boys with the long acronym, you know? The United Nations? Bingo! I never remember the names. You're aware the UNAAC and the Children of Nile don't usually cooperate. Cooperate? And that this is highly unusual? I'm a good public speaker. Elaborate. Am I allowed to say no again? Again? Well, technically yes, but no. Dr. Harrison has reminded via pager that they should attempt to follow the list of pre-prepared questions. Oh, what'd that thing do? Ignore it. Anyways, do you know the limits of your anomalous capabilities? Well, according to a cartoon, I can't beat Batman. Are you referring to the character Mr. Freeze? Dry humor, I like it. That wasn't next. Next question, please. Getting a little hot out here. What significance does the color red hold? I'm so glad you asked. I don't know. It looks intimidating. No significance? Think of it like free brand recognition. Next one, come on. Next one, come on. Why do you like David Bowie? Why wouldn't I? That's not an answer. Isn't this a diplomatic meeting? You already agreed to the containment terms. Now it's just an interview. Will you be coming back, hon? I'm asking questions, but yes, I'm assigned to your containment. Come back next month then. Closing statement. Although the next interview was scheduled for 3 months afterward, it was sequentially deemed unwise to ignore RPC-248's request. Dr. Harrison expressed reasonable contempt at the decision as their marriage ceremony was scheduled just 3 days prior to the new date. I'm trying to figure out, is Dr. Harrison female or like, I don't know. Is there anywhere here that actually says that? I mean, not that I'm good at a female voice, but I can try one. I'll just swap. Okay. Okay. As this was after the containment perimeter was established, Dr. Harrison was flown in via helicopter. Very cold in here, you know. Well, that's the point. It'd be awful if someone installed a heater. Is that a joke, or would that actually do something? I'll leave that one up to your boss. Well, to your dismay, I've brought another clipboard, and see, you've brought something else new. RPC-248 briefly moves forward, grabbing Dr. Harrison by the wrist. A ring. Who's the lucky gal? Oh, it is a guy. Okay. Unless I don't know, man. I'm confused. Who's lucky gal, eh? Not a gal. Oh, a man of interesting. There we go. Finally, clarification. A man of interesting taste. That's the first time they clarify that. Okay, whatever. A ring. Who's a lucky gal, eh? Not a gal. Oh, a man of interesting taste. I've gone after both man and woman in my time, you know. I'm sure they loved that. They mysteriously died of hypothermia. Poor sods. No idea why. RPC-248 winks, returning to its previous position. Still not a camera. Bet they'll write it down and be like a sitcom for the secretary. You get cable TV up here? Up here? Is that an actual question, or are you joking? Both. No, we don't have cable. I tried calling a cable guy, but Spectrum doesn't do business with demons, as they put it. Is that a genuine quote? I'm sure you'll find out eventually. You know I have to write all this down. Yes, it's like you've got pens for claws there, scratching on the clipboard. Can you even read? Not your language, no. That's vague. Yep, makes these conversations more interesting. Well, don't be too vague. Wouldn't want to disappoint my boss. You never even asked any personal questions, like, let's see, my name for instance. Do you have one? I should certainly hope not. Is that a joke? Yes. Laugh. Ha ha ha. Dr. Harrison fakes laughter to RPC-248's visible dismay. What? That part was also a joke. Claws. Oh. Anyways, you don't have a bad cop to help you. Help you? That'd certainly make this go smoother. My bosses deemed that having a bad, quote-unquote, bad cop, as you put it, would be detrimental to our relations. I guess hitting me over the head probably would have gone south, huh? You watch cop movies? Occasionally. Next question. That wasn't... Anyways, did the UNAAC ever specifically contact you? No, but them and the Sun Boys certainly had chats. Of what nature? The fun kind. Why else would they give me a boat? I thought they took the boat back. Only to a point. I'd do it. I'd go get it, but if you weren't such interesting friends, you did cease communication with them, like we asked. Like we asked? Of course. I wouldn't betray my new best friends. And you're aware the authority isn't technically a public nation, yes? But you're the dominating force of the planet, right? Like a secret Illuminati government. Bad comparison, but yes. Then you're the only people I'd want to be friends with for my new kingdom. Pardon? The parasite latches on to the biggest fish, you know? Please don't suck our blood as it were. What? As it were? Of course not. First, I think the UN, whatever, was the biggest fish. Then you appeared. If you discovered a group bigger than us, would you breach containment? Of course. But I wouldn't immediately discount our personal friendship. So you never interacted with specific members of the UNAAC or the Children of Nile? They were very cold. Oh, phrasing. People, you know. Ooh, phrasing people, you know. Whatever, okay. Not like us. You're much more fun to talk to than the Doomsday Cult or the gruff politicians, yes. But I'm sorry to say, this isn't how we usually treat anomalies. Well, I'm a very important man. I'd expect nothing less. So you're saying, if we treat you like any other anomaly, you wouldn't have agreed to the containment? Oh, I wouldn't. I would have tried fighting you, yeah. Luckily, our bird friendship prevented that. I believe that'll be all for this interview. Goodbye. Congratulations on the wedding. Anywho, send me the best. Send my best to the groom. Despite the further statement by RPC-248, nothing was ever sent to Dr. Harrison's husband. Any investigation was further launched into the UNAAC's collaboration with the Children of Nile, but nothing has emerged. Yeah, this is actually a fairly good RPC. It's not that bad. As confusing as some parts have been for me, at least, it's not that bad. Dr. Harrison later returned to the third interview, wherein their goal was to further document the structure of RPC that RPC-248 resides within. This interview, the most recent interaction with RPC-248, may be found attached below. Forward. This interview, unlike others, was recorded via a camera placed in Dr. Harrison's glasses. The intent was to document the architecture of RPC-248 structures. Well, Mr. Claus, how's your hubby? Afraid he's got a nasty cold. Snowy. That's a shame. He should have come to me. I would have given him a good one. Who looks directly at the camera with Dr. Quinn's glass winking. You can see the camera. This doohickey in my chest isn't the only thing that I've got going, Claus. Well, that's foreboding. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Like I said last time, you're a much more interesting guy than those robots. You don't get out much other than this, huh? Well, I can't. You asked me not to. It was rhetorical, Snowy. It was rhetorical, Snowy. But I'd like you to know I've been completely faithful to our little agreement. Well, that's good. It is. Haven't offered anything to those doomsday guys or the I know that's wrong. UNAAC. Yeah, or them. You ever get that cable in here? No, I didn't actually. I don't suppose your new Illuminati bosses could call him. That's beyond even our capabilities. Sorry. Ah, well, that's a shame. Got your pictures? That I did. Be seeing you in the next few months? Afraid not, unless something happens with the investigation. That's a shame. Well, bye, Claus. Don't give too many people hypothermia. Closing statement. It is assumed that the containment of RPC-248 has disrupted what a temporary alliance had as UNAAC personnel. Oh, come on! I'm finishing up. Let me just finish this up real quick, and I will call that number back. The temporary alliance as UNAAC personnel were seen fighting the Children of Nile in a later operation. It should be noted, however, that the U.S. naval vessel apprehended by the two groups has not yet been found. And that is RPC-248. He's Mr. Red Christmas. Alright, now if you give me a moment, chat, let's swap over to the full screen. I mean, my bad, the main, to the room, or let's go to BRB real quick. I will BRB. Give me a moment, I have to take this phone call. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, I'm back. I know it's still on the BRB screen. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Alright. Okay. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay. Now I'm back. I was talking to Mama Pierce. Okay. Okay. I was really contemplating between the two SCPs, between that SCP and a different one. It was either that one or SCP-4666. But I decided to go with this one because this one was technically, it was supposed to be Santa Claus. And this one is much less known than SCP-4666. I still am going to do that article. That will probably be next week's reading stream, but we will see. We will see how that goes. There is still another Christmas RPC, but I don't know if I should do it next week. I might actually do it next week. We will see. We'll see. Ignore the car that's going down the highway at like 500 miles an hour. Okay. The season of Halloween is over. No more Thanksgiving phone. What are you saying, Dark? What are you saying? There we go. Moving around this thing. Okay. Alright. Anyways, I think that is going to do it for now, chat. What? And that's going to do it for now, chat. Let's turn on the soundboard just for the remainder of the stream. There we go. There we go. Alright. I think that is going to do it for now. Let's get... No, let's not do that. Okay. Tomorrow's stream, what was it again? Lethal Company. Tomorrow is Lethal Company, and yes, there is like a Christmassy type update for it. So let's see how that goes. Let's see. Maybe it's gonna be good. Maybe it'll be fun. But yeah, we'll have Lethal Company. Bonzo should be there for the first time in a while. And we may have LS. I will see how that goes. I'm not too sure. But yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, Lethal Company at 8 p.m. PST. Which in the East Coast, that is 11 p.m. EST. So yeah, tomorrow's stream, Lethal Company, 8 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, if you are new and you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. Exactly, I haven't seen in a while. If you are new and you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to be a part of this amazing yet interesting community that we have growing here still. If you don't subscribe, that's fine too. At least consider liking, commenting, and sharing to boost my content as much as possible. Maybe this isn't for you. Go ahead and share this with somebody who does like SCP or who does like VTubers. Or maybe they like both. Or maybe you like both and you want to get them into it. I don't know. Your choice. Share it with whoever you want, whenever you want, if you want to. As of now, we currently have 291 subscribers. And the goal at the moment is 300. We are 9 away. So let's see how long it takes us to get to 300. Anyways, whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching right now live, I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. Just overall, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you whenever. I'll see you.